Snooch to the motherfucking nooch. We just saw Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. We're at a fucking Jay and Silent Bob double feature, about to see the reboot. We're gonna fucking cram this review. Peter, you first, man.
Alright, I've seen this movie a lot. I love this movie. It's fucking hilarious. It's like an encapsulation of everything that makes Kevin Smith movies amazing. And it manages to do that by being a movie that is happening inside. It's a movie about a movie happening inside the universe that Kevin Smith has made. And yeah, I'm super glad that they're showing this before they show the reboot
so
version.
We can catch all the references and shit. I mean, I know I'm super well.
Yeah.
But still, man, I've seen this movie a million times and I still catch new shit. Like, I never noticed the joke when he's just like, oh yeah, this guy's posted a petition boycotting it. And here's about 50 posts who are standing with Spartacus here. Like, his name's Spartacus, and he's got people standing with him. Like, there's so many. Like, we were talking Monty Python the other day, like, balancing intelligence with stupidity. Kevin Smith is also a master of that. Of just, like, he'll take a stupid joke and make it funny, and and make it smart, and he'll take a smart joke and make it stupid, and it still works.
Yeah. And, yeah, this, star-studded cast.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher in this movie, and he fights him with he has a lightsaber fight with Mark Hamill.
George Carlin, may he rest in peace.
George Carlin. Wes Craven's cameo, I forgot all about it. I laughed my ass off. Just like, marketing research says people love monkeys. We love this monkey! See?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, and I love how it like pokes fun. Like, Kevin Smith also acknowledges, like, when the two women come out, she's just like, oh, well, that was, a representation of the male adolescent who feels it'll grow up. And it's like, Kevin Smith even, like, calls himself out on it, but he's like, yeah, I'm having fun with it. So be it. Like, or even just, like, I don't know, they're just, like gay jokes scattered throughout the movie because it was the early 2000s. And yeah, there's a moment where he's just like, man, why you gotta be such a homophobe and call people gay and shit all the time? It's just, yeah, Kevin Smith is so, like, self-aware, but he just does his own thing because he's just having fun. Like, I don't know. But not in, like, a douchey way. In, like, a genuine, just, like,
yeah, making movies with his friends.
I mean, he makes fun of himself for being fat constantly.
Yeah.
Like, in the reboot, I was watching one of his, I was watching a podcast where he was talking about the reboot, and he's like, yeah, I got to do another pass on the script and take out all the fat jokes because he's skinny now.
Right.
But yeah, man, I'm geeked. I love this movie. What's up with you? What else do you think?
I don't know, I mean, it's a classic. I feel like most people have seen it already and, know a decent amount about Kevin Smith movies. And, yeah, it's this one's definitely one of the best ones. Definitely one of the funniest.
Presentation was excellent, too. I was really surprised. I've seen several Fathom events, and this was one of the best ones in terms of showing an old film. Like,
right.
Yeah, I was really surprised, actually. I expected it to look way worse than that.
Yeah, audience was good too. It was, besides.
There are some phony motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah. It was good though. But yeah, let's get to it. We're gonna go fucking in and.
All right, we're gonna talk about the reboot next. So
Woo!
we'll see you guys when we get back.
Yeah.
Snooch to the motherfucking nooch! All right. We just got done watching Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
And here's our reboot of our review.
All right.
Woo!
So I'll go first.
All right.
I loved this movie. It was done really fucking well. Like, I thought it was gonna be more parody style. Like it
still was.
It seemed like the reason that Kevin Smith made it was to kind of highlight the whole reboot culture. But I feel like if he was trying to deter Hollywood from doing reboots, he did a bad job of it because it was an awesome fucking movie. And it's like,
I don't think he is trying to deter Hollywood. I actually think this kind of had a nice message of, like, we always are like, why did they make it? Oh, but it's like, there are things for a new generation. And in this movie, it's like they come to the conclusion. They're just like, we don't need to stop this from being made. It's just another movie for some people. I might not like it. Like, man, yeah.
And they talk about the relation between like children too, and that how like kids are like a way to reboot yourself.
Dude, that almost made me fucking cry, man. I did. If I had kids, I'd cry.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, any movie that's gonna throw daddy issues at me is definitely, you know, it's gonna hit the right notes and whatnot. But yeah, this definitely had some emotional notes, and Kevin Smith even says at a little like the intro at the beginning of the movie that, you know, it's gonna be emotional. It's like, oh, okay, Kevin. And it's like, no, he actually did a decent job of making like a touching, emotional story.
Oh, he's very capable of that. He's frequently done it.
Yeah, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. The kind of middle section kind of like drops down for me a little bit. It was right.
It becomes interchangeable in the middle.
It was right around when, like, before the drive-in scene. It was like, okay, like, where's this going? And then they hit you with like the emotional,
the
like,
second
we don't
act,
have our dads.
The second act could be any order, essentially, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did everything that it tried to do really well. I didn't think any of the like little redone jokes to call back to the old stuff. I don't think any of it was done obnoxiously. It was all done out of just love and respect, and, you know, just like admiration for the fans. And yeah, you could really tell just like, you know, how much Kevin Smith like loves these movies, and just like, you know, doing
his fans too.
Yeah, his fans, and just everything about, you know, these movies and whatnot, you know, were cared about and had love put into them. And I think that Jason Mewes did an amazing job acting, honestly. I was really worried that it was going to be, like, through all the trailers, that it was going to be just goofy, you know, like, over-the-top, just shitty jokes. And, yeah, he, like, acted it incredibly fucking well.
He did. I was worried the first 5-10 minutes of the movie. I was a little worried. And I was like, man, I think Jason's going to struggle through this whole thing. And, yeah, he brought it home, man.
Yeah, it didn't feel forced
at all. It clicked in, yeah. And I like how they kind of poked fun, too, at just the fact that he just does not look the same. And just, like,
right.
He didn't get too mean with it, you know, because, like, he had a huge drug problem and had to get all his teeth replaced and stuff. And it did a number on his complexion and stuff, and so they kind of poke fun at that, like, oh, who's this really old guy?
Right.
And so, like, they address it and acknowledge it.
But I mean, it's been 18 years, you know, like maybe even more.
Well, Clerks 2 came out. We saw him in Clerks 2, so it's been 13 years since we've last seen cinematic versions of it.
Yeah, I thought Jason Mewes acted it really fucking well, and it didn't feel like, you know, just a lame, you know, cash grab reboot. Like, it felt normal. And all right,
we are joined by one of our crowd, Eli. All right, so Peter just went. You go.
I fucking love it. It's fucking fantastic, right? Like, just like jokes on jokes on jokes. Like, every fucking line is just like something to laugh at. Like, I was kind of thinking about that during Strikes Back too. It's just like literally every single fucking line is just like there's something hidden in there that can make you fucking chuckle.
We were talking about how
like,
I noticed.
It's fucking fantastic. And like, I don't know, specifically we like there's a lot of breaking the fourth wall in this one.
Yes, a lot more than normal.
Yeah. And dude, it fucking works really well.
It
like,
does.
It's fucking cracking me up. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did this feel like Kevin Smith's last movie?
No.
No?
I mean,
God,
no.
Definitely not.
Clerks 3's coming, man.
It is.
Clerks
really.
3's
Yeah,
coming.
yeah,
That's why it ended on that shot, man.
Really?
Official.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, any other general things you want to say, Eli, before
I mean,
hand
I
off?
don't know. I loved that. I loved that Harley was Jason, Jay's daughter, and just I don't know, like all the interactions between Silent Bob and her character were just like every single fucking one just cracked me up. 'Cause, like, there's that little behind the scenes interaction of like, yeah, no, you're my daughter, and you're playing his daughter, and like I don't know, like that shit was fun.
Yeah, Harley could pull out the tears.
She killed it.
Cue
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
She did the emotional notes incredibly fucking well.
And she's the only person to be in a Tarantino movie and a Kevin Smith movie in the same year.
There you go. Call Guinness.
But yeah, she was incredible.
Yeah, and all the I don't know all the callbacks were like on point. Like they did, like some of it was like a little cheesy, but it was like purposefully cheesy.
Yeah, it didn't feel obnoxious.
Yeah.
It's because Kevin Smith has passion for what he does. It is not cynical in any way or soulless or just like, oh, this is fucking. Even though this movie is about what the kids like, it's from a place of heart and not just like, this is what the kids like today, right?
Right.
Yeah,
like,
hello, fellow children.
fellow children. No, like, I don't know. It's man, yeah. Sorry, go on.
Oh well, I was just saying that all the callbacks and everything. It was just honestly like it was just very well done and very very honest and just the things that were cheesy were obviously meant to be cheesy, but like nothing was too reaching, I guess, so to say. Everything landed very well, especially all the callback shit.
So yeah, Eli and I, man, we're fucking huge Kevin Smith fans. I don't know how big you are. I'm pretty sure you're like a solid fan, but not like
Like a solid
no.
7.
I mean, you've seen like all his movies.
I've seen all of his movies, but I haven't like fanboyed over them or anything like that. Like
you don't own any of them.
Yeah, don't own any of them. Haven't like rapidly watched them over and over. It was more like I started watching them when we started hanging out.
Yeah,
years ago.
Eli and I are fanboys. Have seen him a fuckload of times, man.
Up there with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, dude, really. Like we would when we would have movie nights in high school, we'd always be like, all right, what are we gonna watch? We'd always end up watching Mallrats. Always.
Yeah, Mallrats
and if we did watch another movie, we'd just like watch Mallrats after it, or not finish that movie and pop in Mallrats. Like it just became like our ritual movie. And we had like a competition of who could quote it to our girlfriends in like genuine conversations and like arguments, and I don't know. Yeah. We had a blast with it as kids, and I've grown up with Kevin Smith's movies, and I fucking love him to death. Like, he gets shit a lot. Like, a lot of people hate on him. And, like, I like, too, how this movie embraces that. Like, he fucking makes fun of himself so much. Like, it's like
a lot of hating on Kevin Smith
yeah,
in this movie.
it's like, I fucking do it to myself before you can do it to me. What?
Yeah.
Like, even just like, Kevin Smith lost it, man. He was better in the 90s.
I mean, Kevin Smith, like,
You've been talking to my wife.
He's so fucking clever, man. And yeah, this movie, once again, just like is a great balance of like stupid and clever.
Yeah.
And,
well, and he's just like, I don't know, it just kind of continues to prove that like he's a fucking fantastic writer. Right?
he is.
Just not even just on dialogue, but just like the way things are set up, the way things go down, like
how scenes flow and how they're pieced together.
Yeah. He's a fucking fantastic writer.
I know, and I'm not gonna lie. I had like a year or two where I was definitely in the, like, not full on fuck Kevin Smith, but definitely like your time has passed, buddy. But I kind of like, honestly, after he had that heart attack, man, I just like went and revisited his old movies, and I bought all of his newer ones that I didn't own. I was like, man, we almost lost Kevin Smith. I fucking love this guy. And like, I honestly think a lot of his new movies are fucking really good, and this is the best one he's done in a long time, honestly. Since Clerks 2.
Yeah.
Red State's probably better
Oh
than
no!
this.
Well, no,
Yeah.
Well, let's count Red State.
Yeah,
Red
yeah.
State is fucking awesome. Red State is great, but as far as comedies, yeah, definitely since Clerks 2.
I love, the Silent Bob texting. This movie, there was a lot in this movie. There was a lot of cameos. Like, it's really hard to unpack it all, truthfully.
I'm already ready to like see it again, and like now that I've seen it once, I want to watch it again just so I can like make sure that I got every little fucking nuance, little fucking hint of anything, because literally it's like every 5 seconds there's something to laugh at, and there's something to there's some little inside joke, or there's something there, So I honestly, I might see it again
This
in theaters.
you can't.
Are they only
This
doing?
this was a 2-night thing, dude. This was night 2.
It's
Yeah,
not gonna- it won't-
unless you're
Yeah,
gonna go to
dude.
Salem and.
But they're not gonna do a general.
No,
Nah.
no, dude. I
I just
know.
thought this was like an early release.
No.
Well,
dude,
they
this
did.
is-
They did say that they were going to be doing like that. It would be
There's a
released
road
in
show.
those areas, but it said after the road show it would be released in those areas.
Oh,
But we don't.
we might get a chance.
So we haven't heard of it yet. The only option we know of right now is to go to Salem
Man,
and do the viewing with them.
the audience was small, man. Now that I think about it, I was geeked and just not even paying attention, but like there were not a lot of people there.
I mean, there was. I was like.
I was okay with it.
I thought there was more people there than for
What
other
people
shows,
were in
like-
front of us were kind of on their phones constantly, so I guess it's a good thing.
One
I
dude
guess
fell
I'm just
asleep.
imagining
The
what.
dude right in front of me fell asleep.
No fucking way. That's so
he
fucking
was
funny.
sleeping.
Well, I mean, and compare it to like other shows that we go to, like
I'm just used to-
Monty Python, 2001 when you came
This
here.
is a
it
new
was like,
movie,
yeah.
though. I suppose the premiere night was the other night. But anyways, more about the movie. Like, yeah, all the callbacks I love. I love Brody's callback, Matt Damon breaking the fourth wall, and just like a lot of people have asked what happened to me.
Yeah,
When it
love
was,
that scene.
and that was the total like I thought maybe throughout the movie, like he was gonna be like a narrator through the movie, and like that was the only time he was in the movie. It was, like,
they met for a day, shot a scene.
that scene, yeah.
Yep.
I really thought like he was gonna be like a narrator throughout the movie and everything, and like, nope, he's just there for that 2 minutes and that's it.
Fucking Chris Hemsworth was just like, can't believe I have to fucking say this, but please do not hurt me. And then it just cuts them, fucking chicka, fucking chicka, fucking chicka, fucking chicka.
Yeah, no, it's weird how well Harley fucking works as Jay's son.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Oh
I-
my god, dude! Especially when they get to the con and she's in the outfit and she's in like the old school fucking Jay outfit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's just like
It
oh my
it did
God,
work perfect.
You look like his son.
I-
Holy shit.
Oh fuck, we better
I
do a
don't wanna-
DNA
I don't wanna
test.
fucking say anything about that.
I'm just kidding.
I don't wanna say anything.
I'm totally kidding. If you're watching this, Kevin, I'm sorry. But yeah, honestly, through the first 40 minutes, I was like, this is fun. I'm enjoying this, but this is like a slew of skits. I was like, this is kind of going nowhere and doing nothing.
Yeah, okay,
I-
yeah.
and,
I can see that, yeah.
But man, they really brought it home at the end, like. And it's just like, oh, you think my movie's about nothing? Here are some fucking emotional themes, god damn it! Like, and Silent Bob, when he spoke, I have to say Silent Bob and Kevin Smith differently in
They
this
are
movie.
different characters.
Yeah.
But Silent Bob in this movie, his fucking when he does a parody of oh god, what the fuck, Glenn Ross, of the speech to all the KKK members. That was fucking hysterical.
Oh, yeah, that was beautiful. And yeah, no, I definitely thought the same thing. Where like, I thought it was gonna end like on like the like the hour mark or so to say. Like I was like, oh, so yeah, it's basically just like a kind of just a jumble of skits, and this isn't really going anywhere. It's gonna be over soon. And then it was like, then it kept going for like 30, 40 more minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, oh, so we are actually gonna wrap up this whole story, and everything is gonna fucking tie together. And
Dude,
yeah.
I think he referenced just about every goddamn, like he got the entire cast of Clerks back, and did this just weird black and white scene where they're like, no, because like Kevin Smith hates that Clerks is in black and white. It's like, he hates
Yeah, they did that. The technique where they have all the people be black and white, but the rest of it's in color. And they did it to them as well.
I really liked the Chasing Amy closing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that was. Oh my god.
At first, sorry, go on.
No, continue.
I just like at first I was like, what the fuck? Where's this going? Some weird like we're in a 3-way now, and I'm like, that kind of ruins like the point of Chasing Amy. But then it becomes something else, and it's like they were in love at the end of that film. She says, "I love you, but I'm not your fucking whore."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we all know she has a preference for women, so it's just like it makes perfect sense that they would try to pick up the pieces with their love. But she's also like, dude, you kind of fucked yourself. Like, you fucked, like, we're not going to have a real relationship.
You fucked this up. I'm
But
I'm with her.
I need semen.
But I do also Yeah, Holden. He goes from being, like, the biggest douchebag of the View Askewniverse to, like, an actually, like, redeemable character. And, like, he's actually, like, a decent character at the end, you know? Like,
yeah, and delivers some emotional stuff, and I just like they found a good balance of that without just like Holden being just like, I've been miserable still. But at the same time they didn't spoil what happened to Chasing Amy, and what else? What you think, Peter? What are some choice moments from the film?
I mean, I liked it. You know, like
there's nothing sticking out to you that was just like, oh fuck.
Not at the moment, no.
There was a lot. There's just
there's a lot to unpack.
What other good I mean, Craig Robinson was in it. That was fucking great. Val Kilmer. That was the weirdest fucking cameo. Like, and he just said nothing, and I'm sure it's, he's Silent Bob, but yeah, I love like Kevin Smith making fun of him making a high budget superhero movie. Like, yeah, if you gave me $1 billion, they'd just sit around and get stoned, and like Chong would be Alfred.
Dude, the how high the fucking scene with Redman.
Yeah, that surprised me.
That was fantastic.
The Red and Method were gonna be.
That was awesome. I love that. That cracked me up to fucking.
That was really good. I'm gonna have to watch How High now. I mean, they legit hold up the fucking DVD. Like,
that was so good.
Remember this movie? They obviously shot some stuff at Comic-Con. So pretty damn dope. So Zack and Mary Make a Porno is officially part of the Askewniverse because Justin Long's character from the class reunion is in this movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's officially the first non-Jay and Silent Bob movie. Oh, I guess, but Yoga Hosers and Tuss do too, but he never made Moose Jaws. I don't know if Moose Jaws is still happening. I don't think it is. I know, right? He needs to just continue with the Askewniverse.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like, I do love, I even like Cop Out to an extent. I don't think it's a good Kevin Smith movie, but it's a fine action buddy comedy. It really is.
It's funny. There's lots of good moments.
Fuck Cop Out. That was so good.
Fuck Cop Out.
But that really was like for Kevin Smith a big stain on his career, and like he tried to get away from the Jay and Silent Bob thing. Like he was like, oh, Jersey Girl, like, and then it's like, oh, okay, I'll do a popular Seth Rogen comedy, and then it's like, it's and then he got really, really baked and made some Canadian awesomeness. And now he's back to the Askewniverse, and Clerks 3 is coming, and Clerks 3 needs a wide release, god damn it.
I just hope that he got his because like clearly he's got some self-loathing going on with like the films that he has made. Like obviously he's got he kind of like he obviously like talks shit on himself for like the films that he's made, and like that comes up a lot in this movie. Like,
It's true, man.
every 15 minutes, he's talking shit on one of his movies or something, you know?
I think a slice of it still does hurt him. Sorry.
I hope that, I don't know, like, I hope that he's, like, this was enough of an outlet for him to, like, get that out, to, like, kind of get over it a little bit, and, like, just dive back in, man, you know? Like,
It's true.
'cause, yeah, all I want is fucking more View Askew shit, like, oh my god.
He turned over a new leaf, man. Like, that heart attack changed his life. Like, I've been keeping up with all his podcasts, and he's just like, he's a new man, but he's still the same old Kev. And you know, he's yeah. I fucking love this movie. Can't wait to fucking buy it.
Yeah, no.
And pause it and look at the backgrounds in a lot of scenes.
Yeah, I cannot wait to fucking watch it again.
Read the credits in detail.
Yes, yeah, read the credits. Did you see that in the credits there was one part where it was like, thank you for anyone who enjoyed this silliness. You've put food on my table for like 25 years. Yeah.
No, I did not notice that.
Yeah, man. I just like, final thought is just like, Kevin Smith, you know, it's like, people are gonna hate this movie. It is definitely just like self-indulgent fanboyism.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But Kevin Smith is just such a passionate and genuine human being who is a fanboy himself. He's not trying to rake in the dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And he's willing to poke fun at the industry from a fan perspective. Like, he genuinely loves the things he references. And he's also able to poke fun at his own stuff and himself and his own flaws. And man, I respect the shit out of him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
Fucking amazing.
I'd say go see it in theaters, but I guess
Yeah, can't.
catch the road show. He's on a road show. He's gonna. We didn't go because the tickets were like $100, but catch that. So Snoochie Boochies.
Snoochie Boochies.
Snoogans.
Snooch the motherfucking nooch.
Yeah. We enjoyed it. Can't wait to buy it and watch it again.